Good morning. Heard this saying once. Before enlightenment, doing dishes. After enlightenment, doing dishes. But it goes for all things that you do. Right now I'm making husband's lunch because I gotta go to work today. And I came up with it. Well, I came across this thing and I didn't want to not talk about it. So I thought, well, I'll just do a video while I'm making his lunch. So there was this thing that I read that said love, love is not all what you need, something like that. And then it said that you need, and then it had a whole bunch of things, respect being one of them, and time, and like all this stuff, and I wrote, of course, all of those are love. That's what love is. But we get, and then another person responded with that in wherever English language, it just says that love is a strong feeling, and if you look it up, it'll say love is a strong feeling towards another adult, which is so funny. And like the way they word it is like a romantic interest or sexual. So whoever wrote it and chose the wording of it was so poorly. I mean, how do you explain what love is? But love, if you love somebody, you respect them. If you love somebody, you treat them kindly. You want to give them your time. You want to be part of their life, right? Obviously. And I don't mean like you don't have to do your own thing. Of course you do. You have to have time where you do your own thing, or like this past weekend, my parents, well, this month, my parents celebrated their 60th wedding anniversary. And that's huge, right? A lot of people don't get to celebrate that. So that is huge. And so we put on a little do for them yesterday. But, they went through their trial and errors and their, stuff, especially considering they both came from a different country and met here, same country. They both were born and raised in Scotland but didn't meet till they came here. They have a fantastic story. I should do a video and get them to tell their story. But anyways, so then they met, and they had got married and had kids immediately. So within 3 years of marriage, they had 3 kids. We were 1 year apart, just over 1 year. 1 year and 1 month, 1 year and 4 months, something like that. But we were real close in age, and we actually were real close all our life. There was differences, but we were all close. And it wasn't until we started getting older and started going through the whole silly ego thing that we started getting being different. But anyways, not that we were the same. But anyways, back to love. So love is compassion. Love is kindness. Love is actually who we are. We're born loving beings. Like you think of a baby, and they are totally dependent and trusting and loving this person who maybe not the one who gave birth to them, but whoever is taking care of them, right? It doesn't mean that's what they get, but that's what they're doing, is they love. Even a child who is in an abusive situation will still want to cling to their abuser because it's what they know. That's what love is, right? That's not what love is, but that's what they know it is. And that's where we, as humans, that's what happens. We learn from a young age what love is. and then we want, a similar love, unfortunately. So if the father figure or the mother figure was not good, that's what they're going to look for, right? It's not love. Love is when two parties agree to love each other, to take care of each other, but it's not just, the thing is it's not just, love is not just for a partner, right? And it's not just for adults. Like, that's silly. Like I said, we start off as loving beings. Matthew woke up and I had to pause because Rose gets very excited and loud. That's her form of love. So I was in a marriage where I thought I knew what love was, and we had our own kind of love, but we needed to grow a lot. It wasn't all bad. I got some kids out of it, which is great. We were actually friends for a long time, but we just weren't right for each other, and there wasn't a lot of respect. And I wish I had learned at an early age, respect is so important. If you don't have respect for yourself, then you're just going to take whatever from other people. Okay. Finished all mummy and wifey stuff, so at least for the moment. So, love. Love is such a wonderful thing. All we do need is love, because it's not a relationship, actually. It doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. And this is so big. Everybody thinks love has to do with somebody else. It doesn't. Love is what is in you, and you can give it to you, and you can give it to everybody else out there. It is 100% up to you. You get to choose love. You get to choose the loving being you want to be, and it doesn't matter about whether or not it's coming back to you. If you are giving it out, if you are being that person, you're going to get respect. I didn't realize this so long ago. I didn't realize who I was being and the victim I was being. And I take full responsibility for all of who I was, because it's all I knew how to be. It's all I knew how to be. I take 100% responsibility for me. And when you start taking responsibility for yourself, when you start realizing that it is you who is responsible for you. You want love? Go get love. You want hugs? Go get hugs. Give yourself hugs. Give yourself the love. When we think that other people are disrespecting us, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that many people disrespect, that's all they know. You don't have to take it though. You don't have to acknowledge it. You don't have to, not that you're ignoring their bad behavior, obviously, but you're looking at yourself going, okay, why am I attracting that? And then you look inside yourself, and then they'll either change their attitude or they'll go away. It's that simple. But we forget that we are the key. We're the key to all of it. And I know it's so hard for some of us to believe, because we've grown up in the thought process of our thoughts don't create things, but they actually do. And the funny thing is, well, it's not funny, haha, but I always say that. That's my word, the funny thing. But is that we are so programmed to believe what we think love is. We see it in movies. We see it in TV shows. We see, when it comes to love, there's always some misunderstanding or something. And we all think, oh, well, love is just that. But it isn't. It's way more. Love is who you are. You already are love. You already have love right inside you. And I never knew this myself. And I'm going to say the funny thing again. The thing, when I met my husband for the first time. Like, we had met online and we were dating online for about 3 months, and we'd met online about 4 months before, and then we didn't meet, like, we met in a weird way, but we did meet online, not through a dating site or anything, through a game actually, and we met online, and then we started getting to know each other, and then we started dating online, and then we met in real life. And then once we met in real life, I could see me, the loving being I was, for the first time. So it was like a mirror effect, right? And I remembered who I wanted to be. I was losing me because of all the stuff that I'd been going through and all the stuff I had been believing in myself. And I was changing who I was to fit into certain situations, and everything was chaotic and crazy. And it was at the beginning of, I mean, I was in a job that was very stressful, and I was living in a home situation that was very stressful. And then I had Matt and his health issues, and that was very stressful. And like my whole life, I would tell him before we even met each other, you don't understand. This is chaos. You don't want this. But he persisted, and we ended up meeting. And then, of course, today is all history, right? Because it all worked out. But when I saw me, the mirror effect, I was like, wow, where had she been? That he could see me, the me that I have been wanting to be my whole life. And I could see me through him for the first time in a very long time. And I knew that I was lovable. I knew that I was okay, you know. And when you learn to love yourself, you'll realize you won't take disrespect. And a lot of times we do it without even realizing it. It's because somebody's done it our whole life, or as long as we've known them, and we don't even realize they're disrespecting us, or we do, and we put up with it because we don't want to lose them. Don't do that. I did it. It didn't turn out well at all, and it made things worse, so that by the end of it, I had no control over me because I was not aware of ego's hold on my triggers. It taught me a lot, but you should be allowed to express yourself when there's love. When there's disrespect, there's no love. When there's belittling, there's no love. When there's anger, there's no love. You need to be responsible for you. You need to make sure you're not going to tolerate stuff. If they're going to leave, they're going to leave, no matter who you are. If you say, hey, you know what? I don't like being talked to like that. No, I don't think that's okay. You know, standing up for yourself, standing up for whatever is going on in the moment, you know. It's up to you on who you want to be. And love is such a powerful thing. Don't let anybody tell you it's just a strong feeling towards something. It isn't. It is who you are. You are love. Love is the way. If you fall in love with yourself every single day and tell yourself everything's working out, things are getting better and better, life is amazing. People treat me amazingly. I meet the best people every single day. I have the best day every single day. Life is good. You will be surprised how much life is good. You are love. You are lovable. You are loved. Love is. So when you think about what love is, remember, love is not disrespect or belittling Love is kind and compassionate. It's fun. And you're it. You are love. You are love. You are enough and you are worthy to have the best you, best life, best love. Make an amazing day, everybody. I love you.